Hello, this is Kimberly Jones, and you're having a Manna moment. The title of today's devotion is Scream, which is also the title of a movie about life being like a scary movie. One difference between real life and scary movies is that a scary movie may have you screaming for a couple of hours, but in real life, sometimes the fear can last for years. So what do you do when you're in the middle of a scary movie that just won't end? Today we're going to look at how God encouraged Gideon in one of his fear moments. Judges 6 says, "The angel of the Lord came and sat down under the oak in Ophrah that belonged to Joash the Abiezrite, where his son Gideon was threshing wheat in a winepress to keep it from the Midianites. When the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon, he said, 'The Lord is with you, mighty warrior.'" Now you should know that a winepress is not a great place for threshing wheat, because a winepress is a small confined place. And proper wheat threshing really needs an open air place. But Gideon is in that winepress because he's afraid. Now, to be honest, Gideon probably had a good reason to be afraid. He was trying to protect his food supply from people who had developed a reputation for stealing and destroying, well, food supplies. So here is Gideon, hiding out in a winepress, feeling alone, feeling like no one cares, feeling like no one understands. But it's when Gideon is in that winepress that God sends him a message. And God doesn't send words of criticism. And God doesn't send words of anger. Instead, God sends Gideon a message of hope. "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." What is this? The guy is hiding. And even if he has good reason to hide, he's still hiding. But God is calling him a mighty warrior? You know what I think? I think God sent this message to let Gideon know that Gideon was not alone. That God was seeing Gideon in his situation. And that God knew what Gideon was feeling. I also think that God is telling Gideon that even though Gideon may feel insignificant, because God is with him, Gideon has access to more power than the power of whatever he's afraid of. So when you find yourself feeling alone or feeling afraid and like no one sees or cares or really understands, please remember this. Speak it to yourself if you have to. "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior."